of being aboard the Flying Sea Witch. And I wanted to give you a very quick tour, cook's tour as it were, of the cabin that I'm staying in. I want you to see how beautifully designed it is and how it's very compact. Most cabins on ships are quite small. They have to be. Very well organized, thoughtfully laid out. There's the porthole. There are no balconies. You can see we're moving. You can see the motion by looking at the porthole, yet we haven't even left the dock yet. We're still tied to the dock, so that makes me wonder how much motion is there going to be when we really set sail. There's a life raft or a life jacket just in case. So here's the rest of the cabin. It's just right, actually, for getting around or, staying in for this voyage. Here's the bathroom. It's really kind of nice. It's very well lit, as you can see. Lots of mirrors, and I don't know what that hose thing is. It looks for like some kind of alien space gear or something like that. I just don't know what it is. There's the shower. It's all one big circle of a room, very efficiently designed and layout. So there we are. That's the end of the tour.
Here's a little tip for you travelers. Don't smoke in bed because it triggers their alarms. I did not see that coming at all.
Wow, last night was kind of rough. I didn't expect it. In fact, it was like the worst night on board ship I've ever been on, or at least one of the top two. Remember, I don't know if you remember earlier in this video, I was wondering why the boat was rocking so much while we were still on the dock. And
when the nest is completed, that female will lay that one egg that is required of her for the mating season. One egg. It takes that egg 25 to 30 days to hatch.
lumière de ta vie. C'est toi qui m'avais dit que le ciel serait toujours bleu. Mais toi tu es parti en oubliant tout ce qu'on s'était dit. Et toi tu es parti en me disant que tout était fini. Tout le monde nous regarde maintenant. Je vois que le ciel est toujours bleu. La mer n'a pas changé de couleur. La vie n'a pas beaucoup changé. Tout le monde nous regarde.
Well, I didn't sleep too well last night, as you can probably judge my appearance. I found out a couple days ago I went into a museum and I saw that, I talked to somebody at the museum, and the ship that I'm on right now is the flying, as I mentioned before, the Flying Sea Witch, and it's supposed to be, according to the islanders here in the Caribbean, haunted. It was an old, it's somehow related to a captain, Black Jacques Chirac, a French pirate who was a slave runner. Somehow his descendants own this ship, and he comes back to haunt it. I have been hearing some sounds of feeling a presence for the past couple nights, and thus my haggard appearance. Last night I decided to set up my camera and see if in fact there was something, and it was not my imagination, but I'll show you the footage of what I got. The sound was unbelievable. So I hope you believe me. I'm exhausted, I tell you, I'm exhausted. travelers. I bet you wonder what I was up to today. In today's island experience, I explored the villages and thought I would go through a little cultural immersion, just mingling with the people, with the locals. Never mind that I don't understand fully patois or Creole. You can feel the essence of communication, even with hand signed or just the glance of the eye. At any rate, by the way, if my eyes look a little bloodshot, it's because I sampled the most delicious marijuana-infused rum, and it was so delightful, just took the edge off perfectly. And then I wandered down this narrow alley where I saw a coffee shop. It looked like a coffee shop. I walked in and I was so surprised. I saw a circle of people. They were all dressed in robes and dancing, and they were actually having a drumming circle. And they invited me to sit down, or actually I just sat down. I didn't say a word. I didn't want to be intrusive, although it was pretty bold of me to just walk in. Maybe a little rude, but anyway, I joined in, and the next thing I knew, I struck up there was a chemistry between me and one of the drummers, and he and I walked outside of the building, and the next thing I know, I guess I got a little too flirty, and he kind of threw me up against a tree, and in an impulsive, almost spastic embrace of passion. He did passion. He sank his teeth into my neck. It looks actually quite brutal. It's bleeding a little. I hope he's not HIV positive, but oh, it was so passionate, so wonderful, right there against the tree in the middle of nowhere. We were hidden. We were discreet. Of course. So anyway, he went his way, and I actually amazingly, miraculously found my way back to the ship. I didn't even walk. My feet floated. My essence floated back to the ship. I was able to come back to my cabin, and as you can see, I'm all hale and hearty, ready for another trip for tomorrow. See you then. Bye.